Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to December. I managed to get all the way through Friday the 1st without any purchases, deliveries. It's now Saturday the 2nd, and I've received a thing which has come from Invader. They don't really do kind of your traditional orchestral scores much. How on earth do I get it? This packaging has got a tear strip, but they've stuck their brown parcel tape over the top of the tear strip. It's like very clever. Right, once you tear the tape off, then you can see the tear strip. God's sake. Yeah, they do kind of more experimentals and electronics and things like that. Oh, there we are. One piece of vinyl, one CD. That's what Ian calls skirwingling it. Yeah, there's a Salisbury and Barrow, which is men. And then I thought I'd have a go at Toy Drums Prevenge. See what that's like. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Well, so there's a download card included for the vinyl one, which is useful. Yeah. Let's see how December progresses. I've got things on order from major US labels, and I also took part in Lucas Kendall's sale. Fingers crossed that I don't get clobbered by import charges on that. I might well do. We'll wait and see, and I'll let you know as the video goes along. Greetings, it's Thursday the 7th. I feel like I haven't had any deliveries for quite a while. I don't know, I'm just getting withdrawal symptoms by 2 or 3 days. Received a box which says it's come from Silver Screen. So let us have a look what they have sent me. This is another one of those how to fight your way into it boxes. Have a look at it. There we are. Printed paper. One packing slip. Right. Yeah. One double jewel case with 4 discs in it. It's Doctor Who the 50th anniversary collection, which has obviously been out 10 years because it is now the time of the 60th anniversary. But I saw this and it was going pretty cheap. It's not kind of 4 disc prices, that's for sure. Here's 20 quid or something. So this has got music from everyone from William Hartnell up to Matt Smith in it, and therefore, you know, Ron Grainer, Delia Derbyshire, Tristram Carey, Dudley Simpson, Kerry Blyton, Geoffrey Bergen, Peter Howell, Paddy Kingsland, Roger Lim, Elizabeth Parker, up through John Debney and Murray Gold, and some others in between who are less familiar names. Yeah, So that's 4 discs of Whoviana. Yeah. Cool. Greetings, fellow humans. It's Friday the 8th of December. A small package has arrived. It's from ME2 postcode. It's Medway, Rochester. Anyway, this is sort of general area of my girlfriend. Let's see what somebody in Rochester area sent me. It's clearly a CD from the side of it. Wrapped in a piece of corrugated card. There we go. Ah, yes. This was an addition to my minimal Nicola Piovani collection, of which I only had 1 or 2 things, and I just kind of thought, he's supposed to be good. Let's look up and see what people think is a good one by him. And general consensus was his version of Pinocchio. So I shall give that a go. Greetings. It's Monday the 11th. I've been away. While I was away, I went to a record fair at which there was nothing of any interest to me. I bought an LP for a friend, and a classical violin concertos CD, Nielsen and Brook, but no soundtracks. On the way out, I passed a little shop that was selling second-hand books and records. Nothing interesting records-wise. Books. I found a book that I was showing my girlfriend was one I'd already got, and when I showed it to her, the version in the shop was signed by the editors. It's 50 years of Private Eye cartoons, and it was signed by Nick Newman and Ian Hislop. So although I'd already got that book, I bought another copy of it. A bit like the Illustrated Hitchhikers last month. Anyway, while I was away, 2 things have turned up in post, so let's have a look at those. The first one has come from the US of A. And it is Naoki Sato's Godzilla -1. Yeah. And the other one is obviously Big River People. And that is the thing which has been much delayed over months and months and months, is Benjamin Wallfish's The Flash. Finally got here. That's a bit of front cover artwork that really does not highlight the title. You can hardly see it, it's down there. It's merged into the artwork fairly inconspicuously. Hey ho. Got there in the end though. Greetings folks, it's Wednesday the 13th. I'm theoretically in work at the moment, but something has just been delivered through my letterbox by the postman. So let's see what that is. I've got an all agency Teams call on the laptop in the background. It's so boring. Am I allowed to admit that? Packing chips. This, I think, is looking like the Lucas Kendall. He was doing a sale of just stuff. So I picked up a few bits and bobs. There's The Legacy by Michael J. Lewis. There's a version of Meteor by Lawrence Rosenthal. This is not the big super expanded one. This is the 16 track one. Tremors, Ernest Troost. Desert Fury, Mikkel Throja. I've had that as a digital download for Yonks, but it was nice to get the real thing. And Claw's Family 2 by Anne-Catherine Dern. Glad that I didn't get clobbered by import charges on those. Hurrah! It's Thursday the 14th, and I've got a box that's just been delivered at 20 past 6 in the evening. DHL. From Quartet. So let us have a look. I'm sure it doesn't warrant being as big a box as this, but hey. So I think I've only ordered 2 things from Quartet. Yes, it's got an awful lot of chips. So what are the 2 things that I've ordered from Quartet? One is the expanded version of Stridulum, The Visitor by Franco Michalizzi. Another is the expansion they've done of John Williams' Heidi and Jane Eyre. I've got the original releases of both of those. I know there's not an awful lot of new stuff on Jane Eyre, but there is a nice clean score presentation for Heidi, as opposed to the original album, which was full of dialogue and narration and what have you, which is on there as well. But yeah, Stridulum I'd got as a kind of a twofer, so quite a short album because it was paired with L'Etoile, which I think is a Jürgen Knieper score, if I remember correctly. But Stridulum's funky, so it's nice to get a full release of that. Let's have a look. There we are. That's that. The Visitor was the other name for it. And let's get into the John Williams. So, 2-disc set. Fight our way into that. Yeah, so we've got that. And these 2-disc packages, you will never be entirely sure which side they're hinging from. There we are, that's the other half of that. Marvellous. Looks like quite a chunky booklet in that as well. Oh yeah. 28 pages of dense text there. Cool! Greetings, it's Saturday the 16th. I've had a squishy package, which those of you who get squishy packages will probably recognise as the doing of La La Land. There are plenty of interesting things they've released recently, so I could have bought any number of them. Be prepared for the fact that I've only bought 2 of them. So there's probably going to be something in here that you're surprised I didn't buy. Well, that's your problem, not mine. Here we have. This is the world's most expensive way to buy bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. But inside the bubble wrap there are two things. They're actually something which I already had on just as a hooky digital download, so it's nice to get that as a genuine legitimate thing. Very Christmassy! Happy Christmas to everybody. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. That's right, that's right. And the other thing is, of course, John Williams' expansion of Hook across 3 discs. Marvellous. It's Monday the 18th. We are now really near the rear of the year. I don't mean rear of the year, you know what I mean. The rear end of the year. A thing's arrived, a very slim package from the Amazonians. I think this should be, yeah, this is My Animal by Augustus Muller. Focus on his name there. Which is the first score to a, let's say, mainstream movie that Muller has done after a couple of, adult things, scores. Yeah, it's going to be still his kind of electronic synthy styles, but thought I'd give that a go. Tuesday the 19th, another thing through the door. It's Music Magpie, I think. This one is, oh yes, because it was Jane Austen's birthday, or it would have been a few days ago. Topping up my Carl Davis collection with Pride and Prejudice TV series from back in the day. 90s? Yeah, mid-90s. This is the one with Colin Firth. Yeah. Well, yeah. Jane Austen, fairly local to me. It's Friday the 22nd, which means we're past the solstice and starting the long, slow climb back to spring. Hurrah! In the meantime, something I ordered from Oxfam has turned up. And that's all. It's come wrapped in a piece of brown tissue paper as well as an envelope. So that. It is the Georges de la Rue Tufa, Rapture, and Interlude. It's only about 40 minutes with the two of them together, but yeah, you can't really go wrong with Georges de la Rue, can you? That's an 12-page booklet. Lots of text. Is that text in English or French or both? Let's have a look. Yes, half of it in English and half of it in French. Okay, and this final part will document Twixtmas, or the Merry Neum, even though I am recording it on Monday the 1st of January 2024. Been away for Christmas and the New Year. So there's what did I buy while I was away, what arrived here while I was away. The only thing I bought while I was away was Rick Wakeman's White Rock, which is music for the 1976 Innsbruck Winter Olympics. And while I was away, two things arrived. One from Amazon. Which is Killers of the Flower Moon by the late Robbie Robertson. First and only thing I've got by him. And the other has come from Arc Square in Japan. And that is a load of leaflets and plastic sleeve for no really apparent reason, and some bubble wrap around Boy and the Heron, which is the new Joe Hisaishi Studio Ghibli jobby. Yeah, so those will finish off 2023 for me. I hope you have all had a nice Christmas and a happy new year, and I wish you well for 2024. Until the end of January, or I might be posting one or two other little bits and bobs in the meantime. Otherwise, stay fresh, cheese bags.